Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Continuing with the BJCP style guidelines, we're on 9B, Icebox. And for that, we have the only commercial beer that the BJCP lists as a commercial example for the style, 𝐊𝗏𝗏𝗧 Icebox. Man, I've done a lot of 𝗊𝗏𝗏𝗧 reviews ever since I started doing these BJCP reviews. So, Icebox is really simple. It's basically a Doppelbock that's frozen, and then they remove the ice, and then it concentrates the alcohol. It's that simple. Apparently, it only counts as an Icebox if it's a Doppelbock that's frozen, kind of like how a Rausch beer is really only a Rausch beer if it's a Marzen with smoke. Otherwise, it's under specialty smoke beer. But anyways, let's check the specs on 9B here. Overall impression, a strong, full-bodied, rich and malty, dark German lager, often with a viscous quality and strong flavors. Even though flavors are concentrated, the alcohol should be smooth and warming, not burning. Check the comments, history, all that stuff. Pretty short on this one. Extended lagering is often needed post-freezing to smooth the alcohol and enhance the malt and alcohol balance. Pronounced Icebox. Traditional 𝗊𝗏𝗏𝗧 specialty brewed by freezing a Doppelbock and removing the ice to concentrate the flavor and alcohol content as well as any defects. Characters, see how they keep mentioning Doppelbock here. Same as Doppelbock. Commercial Icebox are generally concentrated anywhere from 7 to 33% by volume. Icebox are not simply stronger Doppelbocks. The name refers to the process of freezing and concentrating the beer and is not a statement on alcohol. Some Doppelbocks are stronger than Icebox, not as thick, rich, or sweet as a wheat wine. And vitals, SRM 18 to 30, so it's pretty dark. 25 to 30 IBUs, pretty bitter for a lager, I guess. 9 to 14% ABV. All right, so we've got the 𝗊𝗏𝗏𝗧 Icebox in the tulip glass here. Let's give it a whiff. Wow, it's much sweeter smelling than the Doppelbock I just did. Like the Doppelbock smelled like malt and bread. This is really, really fruity. It's almost like a Belgian, like a quad or a double. Big red fruits on here: plum, cherry, grape. Not dried fruits or anything. A little bit of a caramel in there. As far as the malt, there's a little bit of Maillard character in there, like kind of brown. Nothing toasty, nothing roasty, nothing burnt, not chocolate. So it's a very sweet. It's more sweet than malty, and I mean, you can tell the alcohol's in there, but the alcohol is kind of like that confectionery kind of caramel sweetness on it. Clean lager fermentation, no green apple, no butter, nothing like that. So let's check the specs for aroma. Dominated by a balance of rich, intense malt and a definite alcohol presence. No hop aroma, true. May have a significant malt-derived dark fruit esters. Okay, that's exactly what I just said. Alcohol aromas should not be harsh or solventy. That's absolutely true. It smells really good. I'm going to go 10 out of 12. Maybe we'll come back to that. For appearance, well, we're doing this at night, but it's okay because it's a dark beer. It probably looks black on camera, but holding up to my desk lamp here, it's actually, wow, it's a really beautiful, like a grape red, or some kind of a fruity red. But holding it out here, it probably looks like a 44. I mean, I guess you could call it that. So it's actually pretty light at the highlights, 22. I'd say 22 to like 34 SRM. I had about a thumb width ahead on there. I mean, it's a strong alcoholic beers don't tend to have big frothy heads just as a rule, just out of the chemistry. Check the specs. Appearance, deep copper to dark brown in color, often with attractive ruby highlights. Lagering should provide good clarity. Head retention may be moderate to poor, off-white to deep ivory colored head. Pronounced legs are often evident. Yeah, dark ivory. I'd probably call that more of like a tan or whatever. In the head's holding up there. So yeah, and it is clear. So 3 out of 3 on appearance. So far so good. And now we get to the best part. Cheers. This is really kind of clean, fruity taste. It's sweet, but it's not cloying. The malt is pretty strong. Those kind of Maillard products, the toast and the browning character and all that, don't really get much of that at all. There's a little bit of bitterness to attempt to counteract the sweetness. And then a little bit of a lingering fruity flavor It's, you know, it's a little sweet. Then it finishes quite clean after, you know, a few beats. So let's check the specs on here. Rich, sweet malt balanced by a significant alcohol presence. The malt can have Maillard products, toasty qualities, some caramel, and occasionally a slight chocolate flavor. Okay, yeah, yeah, some Maillard. Toasty, not really. Some caramel, yeah. Chocolate, no. No hop flavor. Okay. Hop bitterness just offsets the malt sweetness enough to avoid a cloying character. I agree with that. Not that, I don't think, if there was no hops in this at all, I don't think it'd be cloying anyways. May have significant malt-derived dark fruit esters, absolutely. The alcohol should be smooth, not harsh or hot, and should help the hop bitterness balance the strong malt presence. I'm not sure if the alcohol does that. I mean, the alcohol imparts like that kind of slight, you know, sweetness from the alcohol, vanilla or caramel, toffee, whatever you want to call it. Finish should be of malt and alcohol and can have a certain dryness from the alcohol. It should not be sticky, syrupy, or cloyingly sweet. Clean lager character. Yeah, so true on that where it says clean, dry aftertaste, definitely. The alcohol is actually quite tame on this. It's only 9.2, and I think I got more heat off the Spaten Optimator, which is only 7.3. Not be sticky, syrupy. Yeah, it's not even close. Clean lager character, true. No, you know, I'm gonna say 17. It's not super thick. Actually, moderate carbonation on this. The carbonation helps prevent it from being a sticky, syrupy mess. 9.2 ABV, very drinkable. It's not a sipper. I mean, yeah, you can sip it, obviously, if you want to, but I actually don't get like any alcohol warmth at all. That's really nice. Yeah, so that's really nice. Mouthfeel, full to very full-bodied. Low carbonation, significant alcohol warmth without sharp hotness, true. Very smooth without harsh edges from alcohol bitterness, fusels, or other concentrated flavors, true. Yeah, so it's pretty much right there for the mouthfeel. I guess I'll go 4 out of 5, because they said full to very full. I don't know if I would call this full. Overall impression, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. That brings up to a total score of 43 out of 50. You know, that's definitely really good. Anyways, I'm rambling here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.